Today we're here in Southern Maryland. It's early spring, the shad run is in full effect, and we're gonna have a go at the old poor man's tarpon, AKA the stink fingers.
We're not the only ones who know about the shad run, and I'm not talking about other people. Talking about the birds. Mad predatory birds are flying around the area. I've already seen some bald eagles, some blue herons, a bunch of other birds. I feel like an osprey just went by. Probably can't see on the GoPro, but sitting up in one of those trees is a big bald eagle. It's right there somewhere. Maybe we can zoom it in for you guys.
Most people use shad darts, but we're just catching them on different colored trout magnets. I really like chartreuse, white and red. Chartreuse and orange, just anything, mix it up.
First cast.
Let's see if we can get it. I hear him jumping already. Really? First cast. I swear I missed one. You know what that means?
First cast, boy! Alright guys, first shot of the morning. You can see why people like relate them to tarpon. Look at his lips. Yeah, but he's got that square mouth. He jumps out of the water. He's a super hard fighting little guy. Look at him. He's like, get off of me. Alright guys, first fish of the morning. Let's repeat that 20 times, please.
Come on, bring me a big one. It's a huge shad. Water level's low. There's usually a swifter current through here. Fish on, boys. Fish on. Big one. Let's go. Let's go. Oh! Is he still there? Nope. Well, that's the name of the game. Ooh, another one on. Another one on, boys. Another fighter. Ooh, jumping. He's dying on me. Micro. See if we can flip this one.
All the way. There you go.
Got him. Oh, nice one.
Trout magnet.
I'm not positive if it's a hickory or an American. If you guys know, leave it in the comment. Is that a hickory shad or an American? Stanky. There he goes. All right, guys, when you're on these creeks, you know, you kind of want to find a hole because it'll be shallow zones, and then usually around the bend of a creek, like right here, there's a hole, and that usually always holds fish. So always be on the lookout for holes, and they're usually on the inside bend of the water. And if you get on the bite, man, stay on it. Yeah, he's on there. He's on there, boys. Hopefully it's a nice one. Oh! He's peeling. He's running me. Ellie, this is a nice one. Oh my goodness. About to get fooled on this whole thing. This ain't no shad. What do I got on here? Dude. Oh my goodness.
Is it like
a snakehead or something? I don't know what this is, man, but it's been making like 20-yard runs.
Yeah, and it's staying low. I don't
Might
see
be a
it.
rockfish.
Definitely not a shad.
Or a carp?
Not on top of the water.
Might be a carp.
What a micro!
2 pound test line though, I'm scared, man.
Yeah, baby it, man. Just take your time. Trying to get
What is this, bro? The mission.
all the way down there again.
Yeah, I know.
Be careful, it's gone. Oh, it's a catfish.
Oh, catfish.
I think. Gotta be. Yeah, cat.
Hey, we'll
Snag him or he bite?
He ate it, dude.
Man, I was excited. I thought I had a 30-inch shad.
No, that was an awesome fight, though.
Dude, that was crazy. Catfish on the shad dart. Dude, this thing was running me all around, man. That was intense. That was awesome, man. He was making 20-yard runs all over the place. We didn't know what it was.
On the
Sweet,
micro,
man, I'll
bro.
take it. On the micro, dude. By far, the funnest way to catch these fish is on a little micro setup. Little, 36-inch rod, 1,000 size reel. I got 2 pound test braid on here. Super fun, man. That catfish, man, it was running me all over the place. It's very thrilling when you hook up on something on this little micro. So I highly recommend coming out here with little micros. It'll be fun with a regular rod, but this makes it so much better. So I'm just casting out, letting it sink down for a second, and then just starting a little twitch, pause, twitch, pause, twitch, pause. So I got my first one on. See if we can replicate that, pattern them in. Got one on, fish on. Ooh. Oh, he came off. Hopefully I got that big one. Just that big one. Definitely Shad City out here. Nice. Had a little trouble getting him in. He got snagged up. There he goes.
It's definitely drizzling a little bit out here, guys. I just wanted to say that one of the things that makes fishing for these shad so cool, not only do they jump out of the water and they peel drag and they're super fun on a micro setup, but you can see them hit your lure sometimes. This water is not super clear, and we just had a rain, so it's definitely adding to the milkiness of the water. But when I see one snag my lure or just miss it, it's a really fun fishing. Oh, Joe's hooked up. There we go. Oh, it came off. Highly recommend it when you're shad fishing that you have some mono on your reel, because it just makes tying up so much easier. You will break off a lot messing with these fish. We just had a rain. There's a ton of debris on top of the water. It's really hard to navigate through. You're gonna get snagged a ton. It's just how it goes. So the best way to prepare for that is maximizing your setup so you have the least amount of tie time.
Oh, I hope I got you doing that. Look like a Guggen. Oh, fish on. Guys, these fish fight exceptionally hard for their size. I will give them that. You on big?
Yeah, dude.
At least on big. You don't hear that. You hear that? Oh, I'm on double up. Double trouble. What? Ellie sounds real big. Got him?
Yeah.
Nice one, man.
Yeah, I think that's the new PB of the day. That's my new PB, actually.
Dang, that joint's big, boy. Look at that thing. That's a little tarpon, bruh.
That's my PB, guys.
Yo, doubled up.
Doubled up.
Let's get it. Look at that thing. That thing's amazing.
Good tip is to check your grubs every once in a while, or your trout magnets, whatever you have tied on, and just make sure that it's still hanging in there. Because when you like get little snags that you pull through and it comes out fine, sometimes it can pull the lure back. So keep an eye on that.
Is it a big one, El? Ellie with the nice one. New PB. Tearing us up, man.
But dude, that was a nice catch. I caught my PB today and now I just doubled it.
Funny one. Whoa, alright. He skied on me. Oh, he's skying on me. Yeah, dude. I just caught like a 20-something inch catfish, man. That thing was running me everywhere. I didn't know what it was, dude.
What are you eating, baits, bro?
I'm just trying to see what the shad can't resist about it. Fish on.
Oh, that's a hickory, I think.
Oh yeah, the brown back.
Yeah, there's a couple different kind of shad in this water. I think this is a hickory shad. As you can see, the coloration of the shad is not as silver as some of the other ones that we've been catching.
Yeah, one of the locals just told us that.
I think the shad got mad, guys. I haven't caught one in a while.
If you're not catching, man, don't be lazy and switch up your lures often. Because sometimes you can be throwing the same exact lure, but they just want a different color pattern, or they get burned out from the same color. Change up your retrieves, slow it down a little bit, speed it up a little bit. You'll start to notice patterns. And when you key in on a pattern that's successful, stick to it till that one burns out, and then try something else. Always changing, always improvising.
Dang, boy. The shad don't stand a chance. Tell us about that, Joe. What is that, like your 13th fish of the day?
At least.
At least number 13 here. Hold up, we need a close-up of him, bro.
Beauty, huh? Whoa, watch your eyes.
I didn't get him. I want it. Dang! Yo, Joe is hooked up on a Maryland tarpon out here. Just kidding, guys. It's a shad, but I mean, is it a shad? I think this is number 14 for Joe, guys. Let him go. Good one, bro.
Beauty, guys, that's what it's about right there. It felt like a lazy one, but man, that's a lunker.
Yeah, I definitely have a true respect for these fish. They are hard fighting and really
They're
beautiful.
awesome, dude.
That one's really big too.
My best of the day.
There he goes.
Up.
Any luck?
Yeah.
You guys gonna burn up the shad and herring back here?
Yeah, I've been tearing them up, man.
Sure, that's awesome. Ever gassed?
In waves, yeah.
Perfect. I'll check your licenses real quick and I'll get
Yeah,
out of
I
your
know.
way and let y'all keep going.
Sure.
Oh. Thank you very much, sir.
Yep, no problem.
This is not finding a license. You have it?
Yeah, yep, I just got. I was trying to walk up there.
Okay.
Yo, the way that Ellie left out of here talking with that DNR guy, I was like, what do y'all know each other? Are y'all pals from way back? What was up with that, El? Was that your buddy from high school or something? Y'all were just chatting it up, man, cutting it up. That's cool, though.
Yeah, dude, he was actually like one of the nicest people I've met in a
Yeah,
while.
it's like a little legend, right? Ellie with the flip. Nice.
Look at these guys, man. They have so much.
They got guff in them.
Dude.
They sure do.
This has got to be like my 6th one of the morning.
More than that. 16th. See if we can't pull off some magic on the old chartreuse tube white grub combo.
Joe, right into the tree.
No.
What were you thinking?
Ooh, got one. Feels like a little lunker. Feels like a little lunker.
Yo, that's a Shad dad, dog.
Shad Daddy. He's been eating good.
Alright, guys. Straight lunker.
Nice one,
Last
dude.
one of the day. I think we're going to close out with this one.
You. Yeah, we tore him up, man.
Yeah, if you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up, man. Please subscribe to the channel. We're really trying to grow. We need your help, so please sub.
Yep.
Sub.
And get out there and keep casting.
What do you think, you're the one-man shad fishing machine, bro?
Hey, you said it.
Shad fishing spot. We'll catch you next year.